I'm interested to see is what does Denny do? Because after what happened in Phoenix, you either pick yourself up and you respond or you fold. We'll find out. He's finding out.
You gonna party like it's 1999 tonight?
Brother, I'm going to party like it's 2099. I'm going to party like the future's never seen before.
When I got to meet Jim France in 2004, that was a changing point in my life. When Jim France put his arm around me in 2004 during those Daytona prototype sports car days, he never let go, and to this day has not let go.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Lucas Oil Studios and riding on a dope Seppa General Tires, SpeedFreaks, Kenny Sargent, Crash Gladys, Richie, Cole, and Cody. Big Johnson. This isn't a show, it's a takeover, no rules, no limits, just speed, smoke, and straight talk. Strap in, Freak Nation! This is SpeedFreaks!
We already won.
Oh, Freak Nation, you just don't know how happy I am to be here tonight for a couple of reasons. One is the USA is top of their division when it comes to the World Cup. And we were there, Crash Gladys. We were freaking there for that match in Los Angeles.
Electric.
And we got Pocono behind us, that piece of garbage. Now we got something to look forward to. It's San Diego, about a 16-mile Navy base course that if there's a yellow, I hope NASCAR has this figured out, that when there's a yellow on this race, the base race next Sunday in San Diego, what is it, how long is it, Cody?
It's a 2+ minute lap.
2 minutes, 20 seconds. I'm hoping that NASCAR has it figured out on local yellows. Simple as that. To where we don't have to go around 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 minutes to get the field set. Because they're going to be yellows. If you haven't seen the video of this track for NASCAR in San Diego, shame on you. But regardless, man, we got that Pocono piece of garbage out of the way. I told you on Horsepower Hump Day it was going to be garbage, and it was garbage. Congratulations to Denny Hamlin. He took advantage of it and won that SOB. Christopher Bell was on his way to winning Pocono, but his wrist, his
had
gas
nothing
tank,
to do with his wrist.
Things just started.
It was all fuel.
Okay. Things just ran out for Christopher Bell. Thought he might have had him a win. But that fuel mileage, fuel saving didn't work out for him. Denny Hamlin doing things that people his age typically don't do. How many races has he won this year, Richard C. Suave?
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
And he's how many points now? Okay, let's back up just a second.
3 in a row, though, by the way. 3 consecutive.
Got it. When he started this win streak, 150 points behind?
He was 110-plus points back 4 races ago.
So Charlotte time.
Yes.
Coke 600.
And he now has that gap down to 19 points.
Oh,
19.
Man.
Yep.
19 little itty-bitty digits.
Yeah, Denny
We
Hamlin.
thought at the beginning of the season, we were talking about how Tyler Reddick, just go on vacation. You're not needed because you are so dominant this year. Whoa, how the narrative has changed. And Tyler Reddick got himself a second place today. So it's not like he's sucking behind anything. He's still doing decent. He's just not Denny Hamlin decent. And is that a problem? I mean, could Denny... Who knows? Maybe Denny's peaking too soon. Last year, Denny had how many wins? 6 wins, 8 wins?
6.
7 wins? 6 wins?
6, 7. Come on, man. That's how we roll here in the
That's
Freak Nation.
old, Kenny. That is so last year. But he had a lot of wins last year and wasn't able to come home with the title. So could he be peaking too soon? Is his momentum a little too hot too soon in the summertime? The rest is yet to be seen.
Yeah.
You're excited for San Diego to kick off. What do we have now? 10 more races until we get into the countdown. No, what is it called? The Chase.
The Chase.
The Chase.
Got it.
Wait, you guys aren't excited for the in-season tournament?
Is that really happening again?
It's happening again, baby. It's happening again. Let's
I thought
go.
I saw that on Twitter today, and I thought, are they really doing that
$1 million on the
again?
line, baby. Starting in Sonoma, 32 drivers head-to-head for 5 weeks during the TNT section of the schedule. And I'm so excited because I remember clear as day where I was when the winner of last season's tournament went down the home stretch in Indianapolis Motor Speedway, that final race of the in-season tournament. And that guy came home with $1 million. And that guy was... Yes!
Was it Ty? Okay.
Ty Gibbs.
Yes!
Attaboy.
Ty Gibbs won the in-season tournament. We're back, baby. That's what you should be excited about.
Hey,
Kate.
look, I understand about summer programming. I've done radio for too damn long that when summer comes, people just turn their freaking radios off and they just go places. Ratings for summer really didn't, at least for radio at the time, didn't mean squat. It was always fall, winter, spring ratings that mattered to radio.
And TV.
And now, as we see with TV, you're trying to create all these in-season, if you're in a sport that's creating in-season tournaments like NASCAR, you got to try and keep people around the freaking apparatus, whatever the hell they're watching the race with. But really, is that the freaking answer?
Absolutely not.
No.
I completely forgot about it until Denny Hamlin was asked about it in the post-race today.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of it, but you can't fault NASCAR for trying.
No.
I mean, like you said, at least they're trying something. Did it work last year? Yeah, it added an element of surprise more than anything, in my opinion, because we thought, what, Ty Gibbs and who else was it? Ty Dillon, I believe it was? The two ties going for it? Like, what? Could the two ties tie and split $1 million? Whatever. At least they're trying something because July is always the dog days of summer.
Yes.
Even baseball takes time off, so you need something.
They take 2-3 days off, Gratcher,
that's true.
for the All-Star game.
And then you have award shows, and then you have the All-Star game.
Yeah. So we've got that to look forward to, Freak Nation. Again, I'm sorry. Pocono is such a beast. It's like enough. Can we just throw that track out of the race?
No, I think it's still different. It's still different. I'm not a fan of Pocono with stock cars either. I love it for Indy cars, and then it got a little too dangerous. But it drives differently. It's still, even though Denny's been dominating this place, you need that little extra element of something different. You can't call it a 1.5 miles. You can't call it a super speedway. It's still something different. And I think it adds. It adds to the mystique, even if it's boring, of different ovals that drivers need to command.
They need to have a Pocono package where the horsepower, an additional
race package.
Yeah, where they double up the horsepower in that engine because I'm sorry, I'm just one of those guys. When you watch that front stretch camera and they're going, it's like we got our sundial. All right, here we go. I'm just not a fan. I am not a fan. That's why I'm looking forward to San Diego and what that's going to bring. And do yourself a favor, Freak Nation, during one of these spot breaks, as you're watching us on Fox Sports and YouTube and Facebook and listen to us on the Freak Radio Network, just punch in the San Diego track video. And there's plenty of videos out there now, whether it's simulated or reporters that are running this track in their news vans. It's they call it the Tricky Triangle at Pocono. This is going to be the there's one wide open area.
It's going to be something.
That I say concerns me, like I care. But I don't care. It hopefully is going to provide some of that we don't see on the street courses that we've seen in the past. There's one in particular with Chicago. There wasn't such a big, huge area for drivers to try and expand their drive to work the magic. But if you watch the line that they're taking through this big, what do they call it? Amphitheater? They called it something. That part of this race to base, it's going to be part of the makeup of this race. It's going to, I don't know, determine who wins or not. I don't know. It just adds an element. Unlike Pocono. What are you, Rich? You said the same damn thing.
Yeah, it was very sleepy. I agree with you. If Pocono left the schedule, I'd be okay with that. I wouldn't miss it. Give me San Diego 10 times out of 10. I'm excited for that course. It looks really cool. It looks really racy. A lot of I didn't realize how many braking zones there were, which with these big cup cars in those braking zones, it should make for some pretty fun racing, because I thought the Chicago course was laid out really well.
Yeah,
I thought
I like that
the
too.
racing there was really exciting, and I think this track's going to be the same.
Crasher, Denny, his name is Richie. Richie said it earlier. If Pocono fell off the schedule, there might be anyone that collects a paycheck from Pocono would be grabbing about it, but I could promise you that it's like behind me. Our boy
Miles the Monster.
Miles the Monster. When that track went into a playoff situation, people were going bananas. Drivers, fans. Pocono fell off the map. It's what I don't care.
Even Blake in our YouTube chat says he fell asleep in stage 2 and woke up with 12 to go. Didn't miss a thing.
Oh no!
I'm just glad I had freaking Japan and
now that
Netherlands.
Japan and Netherlands.
Oh.
that was incredible.
That was good.
That was awesome.
Yes, that was energetic.
Yeah. So, Pocono, just get out of here. I'm sorry. Might change next week when they call me up and say, Kenny, we're going to give you some money to advertise. I'm just I love Pocono. We're going to love Pocono.
Don't you dare flip-flop. Don't you dare.
More from Denny Hamlin coming up here in the Freak Radio Network and, of course, on Fox Sports 2, FS2 as the kids like to call it. Also coming up, it's a two-parter with Michael Shank. It could be a full freaking hour. He is the co-team owner for Meyer Shank Racing. And, of course, his driver, Felix Rosenquist, grabbed himself his second for Michael, his second Indy 500. We're going to feature him in the second hour. Also, there's something that happened in high limit racing we're going to get to that's pretty special. And what do the kids call it now? An unkish? Is that what the kids call it? Unction.
Unction.
An unction happened this weekend. We'll get to that. More freaks coming up.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Keeping your pride and joy perfect is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Start with Slick Mist Speed Wax. Simply mist on and wipe off for professional detail or shine. For your tires and trim, there's Lucas Slick Mist Tire and Trim Shine. Spray on and wipe off for better than new look. Then finish her with Lucas Slick Mist Interior Detailer. Just spray and wipe. Easy. Use Lucas Slick Mist Car Care products and she'll never look better. Fast, easy, and professional. Really, it's sort of like having an extra set of hands. Or 3.
Legacy isn't handed to you. It's earned.
40 years ago, people who chose the best came to General.
Mile by mile. For more than a century, General Tire has done one thing. Deliver. Wow! Because when it matters most, performance
Approaching ludicrous speed.
can't be a question.
Start! Door! Engine!
The road won't always be smooth. And conditions, well, they have a mind of their own. From the trail to the track, General Tire takes you further, wherever you want to go.
Sooner or later, you'll own General.
For more information, go to GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of the freaks for over 2 decades.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
The smartest way to spend your money is not to. Straight Talk offers free 5G phones for new and existing customers on Verizon's 5G network. So the refund money I don't spend on that free phone is the refund money I get to keep for my family. Smart.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link, and you'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring. Hello. You want to blend in? Keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Hey, Freak Nation, we couldn't do it without our friends at Lucas Oil, a great website to check out, man, before you hit the highways and the byways for your summer vacation. It's lucasoil.com. Plenty of products to keep your car hydrated. How about that?
Oh, we're getting into hydration breaks now, are we?
To keep your car freaking hydrated, go to lucasoil.com. Plenty of products to keep that car, the engine, humming on those highways, Freak Nation. So many things to hit, Freak Nation. One in particular was Denny Hamlin with a big race win in Pocono. See, I've already forgot about the damn race.
Stop it.
in Pocono.
Spell Pocono.
Huh?
Can you spell it?
Pocono.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
POC.
Let's go to the judges.
Yep.
Got it. Cool.
So Denny Hamlin, again, he's just ripping up that points lead that Tyler Reddick had at one time.
Stunning.
And now it's down to 19 points, 3 straight race wins. And I think all of us in one of our Beat the Freaks picks had Denny Hamlin winning this damn thing.
I think we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So it's no secret how much he dominates at the tricky triangle, man. Pocono.
Kenny's favorite.
What's going on? And if you watch this soundbite post-race with Denny Hamlin talking about Michael Jordan and others, it's something I haven't seen in a while. It's something that he didn't have when I called him out last year when I recognized that this guy is going to win the championship. But he says something here, in particular, Richie, that gives a little bit of spice to where he is right now mentally, right?
Yeah, I love this soundbite from Denny Hamlin. This just shows you the mental fortitude of this guy after being in the sport for 20 years. I got a little stat to set this up before we come to this real quick. He is the 9th driver in the history of the NASCAR Cup Series to win across 20 seasons because his first career win came in 2006 at Pocono. And so this clip right here just shows you the maturity at 45 years old from Denny Hamlin, and it shows you the MJ of it all, the Michael Jordan win at all costs attitude that Michael Jordan has brought to 23XI racing. So here's Denny Hamlin explaining what Michael Jordan told him and the 23XI crew during the off season.
I mean, probably a couple of races in. I told you guys I was not very locked in for the first couple of races with everything, and so I just I never forget Michael. When he addressed 23XI in the off season, he's like, it's he says, what I'm interested to see is what does Denny do, because after what happened in Phoenix, you either pick yourself up and you respond, or you fold. We'll find out. He's finding out.
You know what Denny doesn't have now that he had back then? Back then. How many months ago? 8 months ago? He has no S's to give right now.
Right.
He has zero. He has nothing to prove other than the media trying to hop on board and trying to give him something to prove. But he lost his dad, the fire, the injury.
Lost the championship.
Still, listen, until your kid reaches like 16, you're still a new father, trust me. He has, Crasher, no S's to give right now, which probably is best for him.
Best for him and arguably best for the sport, too. I mean, he and Michael Jordan helped, for many people's viewpoints, helped to save the sport of NASCAR. And so right now, championships aren't the biggest thing to him anymore. He's done his biggest thing.
Right.
He's created his legacy. A championship would be a nice cherry on top of the sundae, but he even knows, and like you said, you can tell in his behaviorisms right there, it doesn't matter. Right now, what he's doing is A-okay.
Richie, curious, if Denny Hamlin, now that I said that, like he has no S's to give, but then I do say this. If Denny Hamlin throws this championship away, peaking too early, peaking too late, whatever the case may be, you go back to what the Spurs did, where they had every opportunity to put a beat down on the Knicks, which, by the way, that's what our co-host is, That's where he is, putting a beat down. Cole Cusimano, who's up there with his brethren in New York, taking it all in. So, just be careful out there, my friend. Always checking in. Like that pause that I had, it worked out fantastic.
No, let's just give Cole his kudos, though. He called it Knicks in 5, and he was exactly right. And at least 3 games out of these 5, we thought, he was so dumb for saying that. Wow.
Well,
Knicks in 5, baby!
I never said he was dumb. I said you just said.
I did, because, okay, you're down 29 points. It's like, oh, Cole, well, I thought you were right, but didn't get it.
Well, here we're getting sidetracked. Thanks, Crash.
Yeah, sorry.
My favorite, when not just Cole, but when people talk about their teams, my favorite, Richie, is always this. I knew it. See, I told you, I knew it. I said, well, how much money did you put down on it?
None.
Nothing. If you knew it, then did you put money down on it?
You'd be a rich man. You'd be like Biff in Back to the Future.
Yeah. I knew it.
That's a reference for you.
Told you. You didn't tell me anything.
He might not have put money on the Knicks, but he was right. Knicks in 5.
There is a side bet, but I mean, we don't need to get into that now.
No.
We'll get into that
on
later.
Wednesday, yeah. When Cole comes
So
back.
if Denny Hamlin performs a San Antonio Spurs choke job towards the tail end of the season, which is bigger? Denny Hamlin with his choke? I mean, would that be a Spurs-style choke? We're in freaking June.
Yeah, there's still a long way to go in this season.
Right?
He could have a bad couple of months, and we'll forget about this portion of greatness. And then it would not be comparable to the Spurs.
I think there's no excuses for Denny Hamlin to not win the championship this year, because the biggest difference between him and Tyler Reddick this season so far for me is, yes, Tyler Reddick has all the 5 race wins, but we were talking before the show, when you really think about Tyler Reddick's season, he has yet to have the dominant win like Denny Hamlin has had. These last 3 wins, Denny Hamlin won from the pole. He's been the fastest driver every week in the last 3 weeks, and he went out and last week, came from the back, won by 10 plus seconds. Right?
It is valid.
Nearly did the same thing today and wiped the field, and if it weren't for Tyler Reddick on fresher tires coming back up, he had over a 10-second lead on Tyler Reddick at one point in that last stint of the race. And so for me, Denny Hamlin has dominated this season just a tad more. And when you're dominating a season like this in the dominant car, in a Toyota, where we know a Toyota's going to win the championship. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Chevy, you ain't winning crap. You ain't winning this year. No chance. Good luck, Kyle Larson. Have fun running your dirt races and go hang out high limit. You ain't win the Cup championship again this year. Ford, Joey Logano's still outside the points. She's got a shot in hell. So it's a Toyota championship to win. And Denny Hamlin, with all of his experience, all of his race wins over the last 2 seasons, he has no excuses if he doesn't win the championship this year.
So hold on. Let me back up to NASCAR changing the points and the playoff structure. It's June 14th, and we're already basically talking about who we think is going to win the championship, because that's the way so much of the season has shaped up till June 14th. What? I thought this chase was supposed to make things more fair and more entertaining.
That's actually really true, because I was actually thinking about that today. In previous seasons, we didn't really know who was going to win, right?
You never knew.
No.
We really didn't know who was going to be a champion, because so much could happen. So many upsets could happen, and you can go out and win a race when you weren't supposed to and get into the next round, make the Final Four. Whereas this year in this format, we know if you're outside the top 5, good luck.
We're talking about a choke job on June 14th.
In June, yeah.
That's how good Denny Hamlin and Tyler Reddick have been this year.
Yes.
So if either of them don't win, they're both choke jobs. If
they're both the Spurs.
Exactly. So if Christopher Bell is able to have a good rest of the year, if Chase Briscoe is able to have a good rest of the year in those Joe Gibbs cars, and Tyler Reddick and Denny Hamlin don't win, that's a choke. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
100%.
Because the way they had the points stacked for this new chase.
Because of how good they've been and how dominant they've been this year. There's a reason why those guys have 7 wins with 4, 5 plus 4, 9 wins this year. You know, Kyle Larson 0 wins, Christopher Bell 0 wins, William Byron 0 wins,
Chase Elliott
2 wins,
2,
right?
2 wins.
Ty Gibbs 1, right?
Ty Gibbs 1,
which is another Toyota.
There you go, Freak Nation. I don't know if the soothsayer to my left over here has something going on, but man,
I'm going to put my money down. Denny Hamlin's won the championship this year. I'm going to call it.
You will put it down.
I'm going to put it down.
You're not going to say, I told you so.
I told you so. I'm going to bring the receipts.
So there you go, Freak Nation. If you're going to follow the soothsayer over here, Richard C. Suave, put your money down now on Denny Hamlin. Again, I'm going to say it for the second time. Well, the second segment. I'm just glad Pocono's done. I'm just glad I had some awesome World Cup soccer to watch when that freaking race was going on. That race has not done a thing for me. I know Cole and Richie kind of defended it a little bit last week. Pocono just doesn't do squat for me at all. Hey, man, some unkish is going on. We'll explain. Also, Antron Brown got himself a big Top Fuel win, his first this year in the NHRA. Is he peaking too early? And also, Michael Shank from Shank Racing, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Coming up here in SpeedFreaks Pits, Lucas Oil Studios.
SpeedFreaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Legacy isn't handed to you. It's earned.
40 years ago, people who chose the best came to General.
Mile by mile. For more than a century, General Tire has done one thing. Deliver. Wow! Because when it matters most, performance approaching ludicrous speed can't be a question. Start! Door! Engine! The road won't always be smooth. And conditions, well, they have a mind of their own. From the trail to the track, General Tire takes you further, wherever you want to go.
Sooner or later, you'll own General.
For more information, go to GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of the freaks for over 2 decades.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas Fuel Treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system. Pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas Fuel Treatment. It works.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
The smartest way to spend your money is not to. Straight Talk offers free 5G phones for new and existing customers on Verizon's 5G network. So the refund money I don't spend on that free phone is the refund money I get to keep for my family. Smart.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
Tickets are on sale now for the 5th Enjoy Illinois 300 at Worldwide Technology Raceway. September 11th through 13th brings a full weekend of action with the NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and St. Louis's biggest music festival, Confluence. The stars shine on and off the track, and your ticket gets you everything: cars, concerts, camping, food, and fun. Don't miss it. Get your tickets now and save big at WWTRaceway.com.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link, and you'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring. Hello. If you want to blend in, keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
Are you nearly maxed out on your credit cards? It doesn't matter if you're using your credit cards for fun or to survive. At the end of the month, your statements come in, and you can either pay them or you can't. If you can't, late fees and interest rates get tacked on. And now you're struggling just to make the minimum payment due. Do you feel trapped? Am I talking to you? Good, because I personally researched some companies that can help you. They may be able to reduce your credit card balances by 50% and stop the late fees. If you qualify, please call our special debt hotline number right now for a complimentary free 5-minute consultation. Deal with your credit card problem now before it gets much worse and put more money back in your pocket. Trust me, I've been there too. Call right now.
800-948 800-948-1659. 800-948-1659. 800-948-1659. That's 800-948-1659.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, General Tire, GeneralTire.com, great website to check out. I keep harping on our partners involved in summer travel. Well, General Tire specifically when it comes to new rubbers on your hot rod. Go to GeneralTire.com, GeneralTire.com to make sure your family, your friends are safe when you hop in that hot rod to head to the beach, the mountains, wherever you go this summer.
Or a World Cup game.
Booyah.
Or a racetrack.
Yep. GeneralTire.com. Curious, Freak Nation, you in particular who's watching us on FS2 right now, there is one event that gets me jacked up like no other. One event, and it's usually for 6 weeks, and it's the World Cup, and I'm being very serious about this.
Yes.
You see a version of this with the Texas Longhorns football team if they're running for a championship, where I'm just a whole different animal, but when it comes to the World Cup, I don't have enough time to explain why. I know why I get so geeked up for World Cup. I've been a soccer player all my life. I've had the crap kicked out of me, literally and literally and figuratively, for people who, what is soccer? Soccer's not a sport. Soccer's not this. And I just done with it. Just done. It's like the people who say that, like Stephen A. Smith, who say that motorsports drivers are not athletes. Shut up. You're just scared.
If you don't know what you're talking about, you go for the lowest common denominator and just say something off the cuff. And it's like, really? Get to know the sport. Like we want motorheads. We as motorheads want people outside the sport to get to know our sport.
Right.
So it's the same with soccer. Just get to know it. And once you understand certain tweaks, certain nuances, you will be like, whoa.
Actually, just having that quick conversation brought something to my mind. I want to ask you guys real quick. Because we always talk about making your events matter and your races matter.
All the time.
Right?
All the time.
And that's what's missing from NASCAR having such a long season and going through this long stretch of the summer, which just feels so uneventful.
Yep.
Right? And it goes to kind of like what we were talking about. Actually, it leads perfectly into what we just talked about last segment, which is none of this really matters, right?
Yeah.
Because we pretty much are locked in really at this point to the top 5 or 6 in the point standings. And those are the guys who are going to race for the championship. Whereas last year, that wasn't the case. In the previous points format, there was still in this middle of the season, you could have guys like Bubba Wallace is the perfect example. I think he was, right on the edge of that point cutoff where if he didn't win a race last year, he was going to be crap out of luck in making the playoffs last year. And what does he do? He goes out and wins the Brickyard, wins Indianapolis. And that's why you tuned in the middle of the summer, because you'd have guys like that on that playoff cut line making these races matter to them. And now in this new playoff system, it doesn't, which is why all three of us are locked in the World Cup more, because you know what? Those freaking games actually matter instead of San Diego next week. What does that matter?
San Diego, I'll be locked in.
Yeah, I'll be locked in for San Diego.
Because it's new. But you're right. I mean, races in the middle of dog days of summer for NASCAR don't matter like they did last year. You bring up a very good point in that. Yes, some people didn't like the winning you're in because some luck, like the Daytona 500 or Talladega, could just weigh too much. But at the same time, you still watched. I am very curious to see the ratings on TNT and NBC at the end of the season.
Right.
Because it's different this year, guys. It's different for many reasons. You wanted the chase. You have the chase back. But is it entertaining enough for the fans on the periphery?
Well,
time will tell.
We were talking about choke jobs with the Spurs and Denny Hamlin if he doesn't win the championship. I watched more basketball in with those finals than I have all year. I watched very little of the playoffs.
Because every game mattered.
Every game freaking mattered. But 88 games or 80, what is it, 88, 86, 84?
It's in that vicinity.
NBA games?
82.
82 games a season. Too much. Mm-hmm. Too much. Major League Baseball? Are you kidding me?
Forget it.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. I don't watch any baseball until playoffs. Yeah. Nope.
And not even playoffs. It's World Series.
Right. Valid.
Man.
That is very true.
And same with NASCAR. It's like it's just too much, man. The NFL they're getting up there with they're
they
going
need to stop adding games.
They're going to get to 18. They're going to get to 18. But when NFL was at 14 and 6, every game matters. You could you can't win the you've heard this before. You can't win the championship early midseason with the NFL, but you can certainly lose it. And the NFL had the number at. They're going to go to 18. We're still going to be bananas for the NFL. I get it. But man, the World Cup, every freaking match matters.
There's 6 million people tuning in to watch the Mexico opener on American television. There was even more that tuned in to watch on Spanish television.
What do we see?
Almost 16 million for the USA game on Friday night.
That's just the English version.
And that's just the English version. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's not even the Spanish broadcast. Yeah. 16 is 15.9.
Yeah.
15.98 if we want to be really particular.
To watch a team that for the general audience full of a bunch of players who they don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That says something,
and out of those I know there's 350 million people in America, but still 16 million is a massive number, especially for so many of those in that 16 million range saying, soccer's boring, I'm not going to watch. You did. Got you.
Oh,
you
and it started at 9 p.m. Eastern time, too.
Oh, yeah,
so
imagine that.
That was a little late. So I didn't
want
to stay up for that. That's a little late to watch soccer.
Get home at midnight. Oh,
settle down,
my old ass.
I stayed up till 11:30 last night watching Australia.
We all did.
We all did.
Stupid.
That was incredible.
I was falling asleep on that one.
Oh, you fell asleep.
I did fall asleep. Yeah.
But it mattered because the U.S. is playing Australia on Friday. I'm a little scared. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, the bottom line, this all goes back to we're going to be fine against Australia.
I'm not worried about it. I'm just
going to say
I had a point.
Hold on, I'm knocking.
Yeah.
But where this all goes back to is, again, NASCAR. You don't need 5,000 races in a season. I mean, if we go back to no track needs 2 dates. Shorten your season. Make the races matter more. Okay, later on we'll get to shorten the races so that the timing of the race matters too. But shorten the season. Make people want your product. The NFL has a 5-6 month off season. People are dying for it the entire time. You can do that too, NASCAR. You just need to be more creative with how you go about it. Again, no track needs 2 dates. One and done and move to the next. That's all
Supercross, the outdoor season, motocross, those seasons are spectacular when it comes down to the number of races and motos inside those races.
15, 16, 17, 18, yeah.
I will say this. Again, all of our timelines are filled with motorsports conversation. The amount of motorsports fans that are fans of the World Cup has been fun to watch on our timelines.
That's been fun.
I will say that. That's cool. Nice work.
Except for one person who's not here and one person over there, which we'll get them to come around.
Well, see, I don't need them to come around. That ship sailed a long time ago for me. Back in my earlier days, it's like, you've got to understand. It's like, I don't care. I don't care what people think of soccer anymore or what people think of motorsports anymore. I'm done selling it. It
needs to sell itself, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like trying to convince someone that's a fan of this current administration to think otherwise. You don't. It's like, no, don't. Why? No. I'm not
That's interesting because I'm the opposite way. But again, I'm way younger.
Yeah, I'm done. Let's go about your business. That's fine. Cool. No, I don't need it. I was at the freaking World Cup watching the United States put a little beat down on this old country south of us.
Can I just?
We got to take
No.
What?
Okay,
What?
Hold on. So here's Kenny at the World Cup. So he and I we're married. We sat next to each other, but this is what Kenny did the entire time. We stood next to each other. That's right. We stood most of the time. This was Kenny, because this is how serious he gets with the World Cup. I swear. I'm his wife. I tried grabbing his arm saying, babe, it's going to be okay. And he's like, I couldn't even talk to him.
That's so funny.
He was in a zone, man. He was totally in a zone. And it was amazing. I'm hugging strangers. I'm like, babe, let's go.
I caught the guy in the corner of my eye. He turned right to you, started hugging you. I didn't even get a hug. He's hugging you. We're all high-fiving people like 16 rows distant, bananas. And then there's one guy next to me that was by himself, evidently. And we're high-fiving and talking. I'm thinking, he's by himself, just kind of walks off by. You're by yourself, man? I would have paid more attention to you, give you more love over there. But it was just to be a part of the World Cup
Yeah.
And I don't have those tickets with me, do I?
The old ones? The old World Cup?
Yeah.
You had them.
Yeah, I had
1994? Yeah, I don't know where they are.
I was at the 94 World Cup, saw the U.S. beat Colombia, and I hadn't cried so much in soccer games. It's that game. That was crazy. I cried. Yeah, I cried in '99 when the women beat China in penalty kicks. I was there for that. But this game, I didn't cry. Oh, I kind of cried. Just thinking about what my old man did for me when it came to sports, motorsports in particular, and soccer. How his hands are all and fingers are all over this show, SpeedFreaks. What he's meant to me. But don't sleep on the U.S. After what we saw. Whoa. Against Paraguay? Are you kidding me? A team who beat Paraguay, a team who beat Brazil and
Argentina
to qualify to get into this thing.
Defending champs. All I'm going to say is IU won the national championship. The Knicks just won for the first time in 50 years. Oh, man, we got some storylines going.
Unkish, Antron Brown. Next. SpeedFreaks Pittsburgh Stoll Studios.
SpeedFreaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link, and you'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring. Hello. You want to blend in? Keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
Legacy isn't handed to you. It's earned.
40 years ago, people who chose the best came to General.
Mile by mile. For more than a century, General Tire has done one thing. Deliver. Wow! Because when it matters most, performance approaching ludicrous speed can't be a question. Start! Door! Engine! The road won't always be smooth. And conditions, well, they have a mind of their own. From the trail to the track, General Tire takes you further, wherever you want to go.
Sooner or later, you'll own General.
For more information, go to GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of the Freaks for over 2 decades.
Tickets are on sale now for the 5th Enjoy Illinois 300 at Worldwide Technology Raceway. September 11th through 13th brings a full weekend of action with the NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and St. Louis's biggest music festival, Confluence. The stars shine on and off the track, and your ticket gets you everything: cars, concerts, camping, food, and fun. Don't miss it. Get your tickets now and save big at WWTRaceway.com.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas Fuel Treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system: pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas Fuel Treatment. It works.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time time to do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country, and your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. That's 800-883-3024.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
You know, when Antron Brown rolls in the Freak Nation, it's typically the second half of the season because that's just what Antron does. He sandbags the first part of the season, and then come the West Coast swing, bam! You're not waiting for that West Coast swing there, Skipjack. We just had Shawn Langdon in here last weekend, and he was just cruising. But you said, F this. Let's get this guy out of here, right?
Brother, I mean, cruising. That joker was taking up all the groceries, Big Daddy. I went to the grocery store. That joker took the steak, the potatoes. Shawn has been tearing it up, man. He's been taking all the groceries. He's been taking the chicken, the watermelon, the mac and cheese. I had to get me some pumpkin pie, man. Not pumpkin. I want some sweet potato pie. He could have the pumpkin pie, but at the end of the day, we just been charging and keeping our head down. And that Kalitta group, brother, him and Dougie, they've been lighting it up. Alan Johnson, Brian Houston, those two teams have been, brother, they've been setting the mark, brother. You got to give credit where credit's due. They've been incredible and remarkable this year. And to get through it, man, and bust out a win, you had to go through both those two cars to get a win. That was a huge statement for our team where now we got a little momentum and we just got to keep working hard, brother. We got to keep working hard and grinding and getting better. And that's what it's going to take.
What a dandy to finish this one. It's going to be Antron. 378.8 at 331. His first national event win since Gainesville of 2025. That has been a long time coming.
So what did you do? Or did you change anything? Did you step up your game? Did you make changes in the car? What did you do to take them down?
No, like the team gets all the credit. You know what I mean? I'll tell you this. The drivers are just loosened up behind the steering wheels. That's pretty much what we are. But Brian Karate, Brad Mason, John Medlin, and Chris Watson, this whole Mako Tools team has just been working nonstop. You know, we didn't start the year out the way we want to. We've been having issues with the clutch department and the bell housing, and we just stay steady on it. And we're constantly working on it, and we still don't have it exactly where we want it at yet. And we're just getting better with it. So the main focus, we're going to keep on plugging and playing on that, and hopefully by the time we get this countdown coming underway, we could be right where we want to compete for the championship. And that's our goals right now. That's our mindset.
Absolutely. Now you talk about it not being completely where you want it now. So a little bit of luck maybe falling your way, but when does that become too much of a stress, or does it ever? Is that just part of the game on constantly fine tuning your car to be perfect?
Well, the thing about it this weekend, Crash, to be honest with you, we came in with a deal to qualify in the top 5. We did that. We come in and qualified second on a really tricky racetrack. Then we came out and we ran 80 flat. Then we came out and ran a 79. Then we came back out again and ran another 79. Then we came back out in the final and ran a 78. So the guys had the car right where it needed to be, and the track got hotter and hotter, and we got faster and faster. So with that being said, they're definitely finding their groove, but the main thing is you got to keep that up and keep doing it week in and week out. And we'll prove that when we go to Norwalk in a couple of weeks to see if we can do it again. And that's going to be the testament. Go out there, take it one round at a time first to qualify well, and we got to keep doing that through the Western swing, then go to Brainerd, and then be full tilt when Indy time comes. And once you do that, they know what's happening in the countdown. You know, and the main thing is you just want to be there to try to get a chance at it.
Antron Brown joining us here in the Freak Nation. And Antron, I'm going to speak in lay terms here because some people don't follow drag racing like we do. So in lay terms, your reaction time was 0.055 to Shawn Langdon's 0.057. Some people might look at that and think that's identical. But from a driver's standpoint, what's that? What, 0.002 of a second better at the line when he had the mile per hour on you?
Yeah, well, that honestly, that's like we left together. You know what I mean? And when you really see who got who is when you go to the 60-foot cone, and we're both tied together there. And then what we did was Sean's car, they laid off a little bit in the middle, and we got all you can get out of it because our car was on the edge when we went that 78, and we gave it all we had because that's what we have to do to race those cars. You can't go out there and go, you got to lay up. You got to go up there and throw down what the track can hold. And our car was on the edge, and it held through, and that's what pulled that win off. We were being more aggressive than less aggressive, and then we took the stripe by 15 thou. That is a tight race, and that's what it's going to be like this whole year. All these cars are running so darn good, it's ridiculous.
It's been the year of super close finishes in a lot of motorsports, but you guys have really put it on kill in the top fuel class. So many neck and neck finishes this year.
Yeah, well, if you look at the last race in Maryland, did you see Sean and Dougie finish in the final? You're talking about that they were like 0.00015, like they were 1/10,000th of a second. Like Sean literally won that race by like an inch at 330 plus miles an hour. That's ridiculous. I mean, that's tighter than bracket racing, but this class is no joke, and it gives you a testament on how strong this class is, man.
Yep.
And those Kalitta cars, I'm saying it again, they're no joke. And I like it because now we competed with them in Chicago, and we let one get away in the final. We just overpowered the track. We were in front of Sean at that race to win that race, and then we were just too aggressive. And we came in this race, we're going to be aggressive again, and it just went our way this time. But I think that's what you're going to have to do to beat a team like that. You're going to have to be more on the aggressive side and out on the passive side.
Hey, Antron, does the Kalitta team have an advantage over you with the two top fuel teams where they can eat each other's sandwich to taste what they put on the freaking bread?
I'm telling you what, people don't look at it, but I look at every move they make. I always have, because I always admired them and I always have a lot of respect for them. You even see when they actually go up there, and you can see where they can pick their car. When they qualify well and they can pick where they want to go for a second round, they all go right after each other. They always give themselves spacing so they can see what the other car does for the other car. And they go back and forth. Like whoever's got the quicker ET, they're going to pick last to go, and the other one's going to pick like first or second to go, so they can judge off of it. And what they have is they have a true working team. Brian Houston is doing his own thing. It's not AJ telling Brian what to do. Brian tuned Sean's car. Okay, so you got to give him credit for what he does. And AJ does Dougie's car, but they work together as a real deal team. And I've been at Schumacher Race for those years where we had all these crew chiefs. None of those crew chiefs worked together. They had an understanding, but they didn't work together. These two teams work together, and that's what makes those cars so good and so dangerous. And we need, like, I want to have a second car to do that with. You know, that's the game plan. It's like to build the funds, get a second car where we run as a team and we go forward as a team, because you're learning twice as much every run when you have a team like that. And that's what people say, well, how they're so great. Well, you're getting two more runs. It's the old Force technique, you know what I mean? John Force. He used to win races and stay after and test. That's how that team got so good. If you want to be that good, you got to start having that mindset. It just takes money to do it, but you got to have that mindset.
And that's exactly, as you were at the beginning of that answer, where I wanted to go with you on this. We saw how there were some struggles. I mean, I know COVID was a part of it as well, but there were some struggles to get your own team going. So what will it take to get that second team? Will it be easier to bring that second team aboard? Even though I know funding is the big deal out in the ether, but would it be easier now that you've already done the foundational part?
Yeah, absolutely. Like we have a good base, and we bring another car out. We have our spare car, and we have another new car to shop, and then we have the A fuel car, which is a top fuel car. So we have 4 cars that we could put together. So we can have a second team and snap of fingers. The only thing we're missing is we need an additional race trailer and truck, which we have access to one that we can get. So with that being said, we got the parts and pieces. We have enough parts and pieces for our one car that we can almost run a 2-car team. So we keep that many parts and pieces so we can run with the groups like the Kalittas, you know what I mean, or like the Josh Hart at John Force Racing. You can run with all these big teams like that, you know what I mean, or the Tony Stewart Racing and the Elite Motorsport Racing. We have all those great parts, and like Skag and all those guys. Like, we have great parts like all these teams do. and we're actually got more than enough to start a team. So the mindset is if we can get the proper funding and get the right deal in place, we can launch our second car team like tomorrow. And we got some people that's ready to come aboard that I know that's out there that's got their mind on right, that we can come in and blend in with our team, that'll make our team even more dangerous. We already got John Medlin here, and we already got a couple guys on our team like Chris Watson and Chris Newton and other people that, and Ryan Shearhart, and that we can actually put a second car together that'll be a clone to our car that we can work well together off our team. We have a big mind trust here right now that we can divide and make it really, really good.
I'm loving it. Woo! Yes!
Antron Brown, NHRA Top Fuel winner from Bristol, joining us here in the Freak Nation. Big second hour coming up, Freak Nation. We leave Fox Sports FS2, but we'll continue on the Freak Radio Network, YouTube, Facebook. Be sure you join us on one of those snappy little social media channels, as the kids like to call it. But in particular, join us on YouTube at Official Speed Freaks. We've got Michael Shank from Shank Shank Racing, joining us here in the second hour, Crasher. And we've got a drunk Jimmie Johnson that we're going to get to, Freak Nation, at Official Speed Freaks on YouTube. More freaks coming up.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Keeping your pride and joy perfect is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Start with Slick Mist Speed Wax. Simply mist on and wipe off for a professional detailer shine. For your tires and trim, there's Lucas Slick Mist Tire and Trim Shine. Spray on and wipe off for better than new look. Then finish her with Lucas Slick Mist Interior Detailer. Just spray and wipe. Easy. Use Lucas Slick Mist Car Care products and she'll never look better. Fast, easy, and professional. Really, it's sort of like having an extra set of hands. Or 3.
Legacy isn't handed to you. It's earned.
40 years ago, people who chose the best came to General.
Mile by mile. For more than a century, General Tire has done one thing. Deliver. Wow! Because when it matters most, performance
approaching ludicrous speed
can't be a question.
Start your engine!
The road won't always be smooth. And conditions, well, they have a mind of their own. From the trail to the track, General Tire takes you further, wherever you want to go.
Sooner or later, you'll own General.
For more information, go to GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of the freaks for over 2 decades.
Tickets are on sale now for the 5th in Troy, Illinois 300 at Worldwide Technology Raceway. September 11th through 13th brings a full weekend of action with the NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and St. Louis's biggest music festival, Confluence. The stars shine on and off the track, and your ticket gets you everything: cars, concerts, camping, food, and fun. Don't miss it. Get your tickets now and save big at WWTRaceway.com.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link, and you'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring. Hello. You want to blend in? Keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
Freak Nation, get this. General Tire has launched a comprehensive Shield Plus Advantage plan for passenger and light truck tires. What that means for you is when you purchase General Tires, the Shield Plus Advantage plan lets you enjoy a complete package of multiple warranties and coverage to get the most from your tires. The plan applies to all General Tire passenger and light truck tires purchased as replacements in the U.S. and Canada with DOT serial numbers. For more information, hit them up on GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of SpeedFreaks for 2 decades.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas fuel treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system. Pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas Fuel Treatment. It works.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
What I'm interested to see is what does Denny do? Because after what happened in Phoenix, you either pick yourself up and you respond or you fold. We'll find out. He's finding out.
You gonna party like it's 1999 tonight?
Brother, I'm going to party like it's 2099. I'm going to party like the future's never seen before.
When I got to meet Jim France in 2004, that was a changing point in my life. When Jim France put his arm around me in 2004 during those Daytona prototype sports car days, he never let go, and to this day has not let go.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Lucas Oil Studios and riding on a dope set of General Tires, it's Speed Freaks, Kenny Sargent, Crash Gladys, Richie, Cole, and Cody, Big Johnson. This isn't a show, it's a takeover, no rules, no limits, just speed, smoke, and straight talk, strapping Freak Nation! This is Speed Freaks! We already won! We already won!
Freak Nation, looking forward to the second hour coming up. His name is Michael Shank from Shank Racing. He is part owner, of course, of Shank Racing. Felix Rosenquist grabbed himself an Indy 500 win. It's the second one for Shank Racing, where Helio Castroneves won in 2021. His fourth crasher.
You bet.
Right. Try the drive. So yeah, it's something that we started probably 2 months ago called Black Flag Confessions. And if you follow us, which, by the way, Freak Nation, do us all a favor and subscribe to Official Speed Freaks, our YouTube channel, okay? When you subscribe, you'll get notifications, of course, of all these new video interviews that we upload. And the latest on Black Flag Confessions, where it's long form, man. We got 45 minutes with Michael Shank, and it is bananas, Crasher. Crasher is the Formula One goddess, and there were things
IndyCar.
that's what I meant to say, open wheel goddess, IndyCar. And when he was dropping a few of those stories out there, you were just double taking, head snapping many times with Shank.
Well, the Bobby Rahal thing, I knew there was talk of him.
Careful.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I don't want to give it away. I knew there was talk of Shank leaving his company and doing something else. Holy Bobby Rahal. Wow.
Yep. Wow. So we're going to feature some of that coming up this hour. Also, we've got a drunk Jimmie Johnson. I want to get to this segment, frankly.
Okay.
Where the 24 Hours of Le Mans wrapped up, which, by the way...
Congrats, Toyota.
Yeah.
Toyota just crushed this weekend.
Our good friends, our residential millennials, Cody Big Ass Johnson and Richard C. Suave, reminded me. Well, they didn't remind me. They told me there's something called Unkish.
No, it's unction.
Unction.
It's like, it's an uncle function. You function as my uncle. Uncles are in their 40s and 50s. It's an unction.
Okay, guys, what's a gunkle?
Oh, it's a gay uncle.
I know you knew it.
There was only so many options.
And usually you don't have one gunkle. You have two gunkles. They're your gunkles because they're married.
So there was some gunction going on this weekend.
No, unction.
I like gunction just like Kosovar.
Okay.
Oh, some unction going on this weekend. Some 40-something gay uncles. Man, second hour of the Freaks, man. We get off Fox Sports FS2, we absolutely go bananas, man. Richie, let's share with the Freak Nation how the unction was happening over the weekend, and you found one or two additional.
I found an additional one. I will get to as well. So, first of all, let me set this up here real quick because 6:00 in the morning, Formula One in Barcelona de Catalunya.
Pacific time.
Which, by the way, I drove that course.
Oh, here we go. Let's talk about how you got to.
You mentioned that before.
Yeah.
Looks like a cat.
Super cool.
I don't care. It was badass.
That's what. Yeah, it's Catalunya. It looks like a cat.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Regardless. Okay, so I wasn't originally going to wake up for the Formula One race in Spain today because Lewis was starting P2. Barcelona over the last few years, it's really hard to overtake there. And he was starting behind George Russell, and Mercedes has been the best car all season long. So originally I wasn't going to wake up for Barcelona today, and I was like, I'll just see the highlights. Lewis isn't going to win today. And then for whatever reason, I woke up at like 6:30. I checked my watch, like, oh, it's 6:30. The race is on. I'll check in, see what's going on. Lewis was still P2, and I was like,
whoa.
He was 2 seconds behind, and I was like, maybe I should watch the rest. Something told me, some divine intervention came down from the heavens. The Formula One gods came down. Hallelujah, praise be, came down to me, and they said, Richard, you better keep watching this race because you're about to start watching something special. And special indeed it was because Lewis Hamilton, history once again made. 106th career win as a new Formula One record, breaking his own record.
Got it.
He is the oldest Formula One winner at 41 years old since 1970. And he was the kickoff to the unction this weekend because we had more.
Kickoff to the unction.
The kickoff to the unction because boy, oh boy, did we have more. It was also Le Mans weekend this weekend.
Yep.
One of the biggest races in the world, the 24 Hours of Le Mans. And in the main class, hypercar, we had two more 40-plus-year-old winners. Yes. We had Kobayashi. He is 44 years old.
Kamui Kobayashi.
Yes. He was
former Formula One driver.
Mm-hmm.
Former NASCAR driver.
Yeah,
True.
Don't forget.
True that, dog.
Yeah. So
when you first said that name earlier, I was thinking of the other guy, the other hot dog eating cat.
I swear I had to Google this earlier just to make sure the hot dogs was, the date didn't move on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
49-year-old Mike Conway.
Mike Conway is 49?
He's 49. They took it home for Toyota, and they won the hypercar class.
Former IndyCar driver, yeah.
24 Hours of Le Mans.
Amazing in sports
Denny
cars.
Hamlin goes on to win in Pocono, Kenny's favorite track. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that...
Hold on real quick, though. Since we're talking about Le Mans winners, he might not be part of the unction, but Nick DeVries needs his credit. He was also the third driver of
another former Formula One driver who was ass in Formula One he was in the Red Bull circuit, and then he left, and now he's winning the 24 Hours of Le Mans, which is awesome.
So that's good.
Okay.
But so the unction so far is Lewis Hamilton, Mike Conway, and Kobe. Please help me.
Kobayashi. Yeah.
First name though.
Kamui.
Sal.
Kamui Kobayashi. There.
Yes.
That's if I don't say it right. Okay. So there's three so far.
And then we got one more in the GT3 class. Oh. This name might be familiar to you if you watch 24 Hours Daytona. Long time sports car racer. Ben Keating.
Oh, yes.
He won in GT3. He is 54 years old.
Oh, so we're doing 40s and 50s now.
Yes.
Okay. That works. There
you go.
So,
so then Denny Hamlin.
Yes.
40, what is he? 45.
45. There you go.
So there you go. There's five.
Justin Allgaier won in O'Reilly as well. He just turned 40.
Count him in the unction.
Yes. So 40 is in, baby.
I'm going to take it even further. I'm going to go Matt Hagan, who is, I believe, 45. He won in Funny Car. And Antron Brown won in Top Fuel. You just saw his interview Last hour with us, he's 50. The unction is 8. 8 unction drivers. Wow.
That's right. 40 is the new 20, baby.
It all started with
Get
Tom
in.
Brady's avocado ice cream. And look where we are now. Wow.
Well, I was going to get to Jimmie Johnson. Maybe we'll save that for the last segment.
Speaking of unks.
No, because I came across something here, which is speaking of ages.
Okay.
So I am a hoarder for ticket stubs, specifically for concerts, and it's been going on since I was 14. So I've got boxes, but I've also kept
a lot of boxes.
I've kept ticket stubs from very important events in my life. One in particular was the World Cup in '94. There's that one.
Nice.
Can't see the prices there, but $45 for World Cup.
Whoa!
When especially when U.S. beat Colombia.
Several $100.
And then I was there for the press for the 2003. What the hell was it? Yeah, 2003 Formula One race at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. These tickets were $80.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know why they gave me tickets, man. But going through the snappy little guide here, Crasher, I stopped before I got to some of these other names where I was reading off some of the teammates: Schumacher, Barrichello, Montoya, Schumacher, Weber, Wilson, Coulthard, Raikkonen, Joseph Verstappen. Yost Verstappen.
Yeah.
For Minardi Cosworth.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah.
It's his old man.
Max's pops.
Yeah. He was, 72. How old were you in 2003?
Oh, you made me do math.
So 28, 31.
31, yeah.
Yeah, 31. Yost Verstappen, driving for Minardi.
Oh, so he's my age.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got Olivier Panis and Cristiano D'Amata.
Cristiano D'Amata.
Man,
I would
Toyota,
love
where they
to talk
crap
to
the
him
bed
again.
in Formula One.
Yeah,
Remember that?
for such a dominating Toyota weekend this weekend in 2026. Woo, did they have awful beginnings in Formula One. Yeah.
God, Bar Honda, Jacques Villeneuve, and
BAR.
Jenson Button. And then, look at some of these names. Anyway.
Yeah, I got to show you a picture. I'll tweet it out at SpeedFreaks too of what Jacques Villeneuve looked like on the Sky broadcast for the Spanish Grand Prix.
Was
today.
his hair all over the place?
Just incredible.
Yeah.
Just truly one of the greatest looking television hits of all time.
He and Montoya, man. Oof.
They don't care.
They don't. Speaking of not giving any S's like we did the first hour, those two right there.
Badass. That's my third time to say badass this hour. And I'm going to badass out of here. His name is Michael Shank, Meyer Shank Racing. Two-time Indy 500 winning team with Elo Castroneves and Felix Rosenquist. We spent a good couple of segments with Michael Shank coming up next. Also, we're going to try to get to a drunk Jimmie Johnson sometime in the show, Freak Nation. A great interview with Michael Shank next. Speed Freaks Pits, Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Keeping your pride and joy perfect is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Start with Slick Mist Speed Wax. Simply mist on and wipe off for professional detail or shine. For your tires and trim, there's Lucas Slick Mist Tire and Trim Shine. Spray on and wipe off for better than new look. Then finish her with Lucas Slick Mist Interior Detailer. Just spray and wipe. Easy. Use Lucas Slick Mist Car Care products and she'll never look better. Fast, easy, and professional. Really, it's sort of like having an extra set of hands. Or 3.
Legacy isn't handed to you. It's earned.
40 years ago, people who chose the best came to General.
Mile by mile. For more than a century, General Tire has done one thing. Deliver. Wow! Because when it matters most, performance
Approaching ludicrous speed.
can't be a question.
Start! Start! Engine!
The road won't always be smooth. And conditions, well, they have a mind of their own. From the trail to the track, General Tire takes you further, wherever you want to go.
Sooner or later, you'll own General.
For more information, go to GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of the freaks for over 2 decades.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
The smartest way to spend your money is not to. Straight Talk offers free 5G phones for new and existing customers on Verizon's 5G network. So the refund money I don't spend on that free phone is the refund money I get to keep for my family. Smart.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link, and you'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring. Hello. You want to blend in? Keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, be sure to subscribe to an Official Speed Freaks on YouTube. That's our channel. Make sure you're part of it, and you'll be able to watch the full Black Flag Confessions with Michael Shank from Meyer Shank Racing. 2-time Indy 500 winning ownership right there, man. Here's a sample of it. Parts 1 and then, of course, Parts 2. Shank with the Freaks, Fox Sports, and, of course, right here in Lucas Oil Studios. When we've been doing this for 26 years, and I don't know how much racing we're actually going to talk, because I love your freaking background, but when we started this thing many, many years ago, the first time that we started to hear about Michael Shank was with AJ.
It was.
And,
yeah.
In Daytona.
Yeah, and then I would take some deep dives into really what you were all about, and then kind of back away. But once I saw that celebration after Rosenquist's Indy 500 win, dropping the F-bombs on TV, I went, man, this is like the fifth freak, Michael Shank, and he's never been in the Freak Nation. So I went after your PR people. So I've got to get you here in the Freak Nation. So welcome for the first time here in the Freak Nation, Lucas Oil Studios, man.
I appreciate it, guys. I really do. I'm glad to be on. When I heard you had some interest in today, I said, absolutely, let's do it. So,
well, and again, it might be it's going to be who can out humble brag the most here. I'm a few years older than you, but if you go back and look at your history, that the woman on screen with me is my Mary Beth. I've been married to her since 2009. We've been together for almost all of these 26 years of Speed Freaks. We've got a beautiful 12-year-old daughter. But looking at your trials and tribulations with Mary Beth, your wife, mortgage issues, bankruptcy issues, bickering back and forth, it's not easy working with your wife, but my God, I don't know any other way. What about you?
It's funny. A lot of people have asked me about that, and it can be really difficult, but we have and it sounds like, I think you two do too, have a system worked out where we don't crap all over each other, and we allow space, but the ultimate get together really, really works because we kind of each have our own lane, and we kind of don't mess with each other's lane too much. So we've come to an agreement on how to do it for the most part. And listen, there's no question. There is no MSR without MB and my wife. And I'm grateful to have her kind of conservative take on things compared to me, which I'm just buck wild, right? Like if I need a new set of shock absorbers, I'm going to go buy them, right? And she kept the kibosh on that a lot of times. So I owe her a lot. And I don't tell her that, though, please. And but it's been great, and she's very conservative compared to me, and it actually served us like super well. But we go to work in different cars. We don't go to lunch every week together. I mean, we kind of know how to do church and state a little bit. But there's been a couple stories written about her in racing over all of our years, a little bit longer than you two, it sounds like, but not much. and it's been a really good run. And yes, to answer, I get asked a lot about AJ AJ too, and truly, I got to tell you something. He just did a video when he was testing at IMS that cracks me up. But him and his wife and his family, I'm lucky to have him in my life. We ended up just being really good friends after. I think we've done Daytona like 17 times together now, and yeah, I mean that's a lot. Now and the tragedy of that is we've only won it once.
Mike Shank, I mean, it's me and him have helped each other out a lot. I mean, when there's times when I was down and I just needed to drive, he'd bring me in. And there was times where they didn't have any money and they couldn't pay anything, and I was there. So that's part of our brothership and why I feel like he's always and always will be one of my best friends. And
the good part out of this is I got a great friend forever. And he'd do anything for me, and likewise for him. And he's a nut. He's a wing nut, just like myself a little bit. But we have a little mental instability at times, and that's probably why we work pretty well together.
Again, through our 26 years of Speed Freaks, when 2003, 2004, we're sitting in one of the IndyCar garages with Sam Hornish and Chip Ganassi. And I'm saying, Chip, man, you're on the verge of becoming the next Roger Penske, and he's poo-pooing this, and he still has some of that edge to Chip Ganassi. Now, 20 some odd years later, he's corporatized a little bit, but he still has some of that. When he works in the Freak Nation, he knows to let it go and drop in when he can. But not knowing you the majority of your time in motorsports, it's like, why took it so long to get you in here? And what is it about what you and Mary Beth and the gang have done to accumulate such interesting drivers and employees with Meyer Shank Racing?
Well, number one, I've had to work for everything. So I'm super Midwest, right? Like I'm super Midwest, meaning I wasn't poor by any means, but I had to work for everything. I just did. Like from the time I could, 14, 15 years old, if not before, I had to work. So I think a work ethic is just natural to us, that we work as hard or harder than anybody. A lot of people say that, but we actually do it. And another thing is we always do what we say we're going to do, right? Like, so even when it hurts, we do it. Like financially, physically, mentally, whatever it is, we always do what we say we're going to do. And just keep treating people the way I truly want to be treated, which has been tricky sometimes, actually. And that's combinations and timing. And the last thing I'll say is timing. Like as an example, when I got to meet Jim France in 2004, that was a changing point in my life. When Jim France put his arm around me in 2004 during those Daytona prototype sports car days, he never let go, and to this day has not let go. That doesn't mean he doesn't do anything financially to help us, but his arm around a person like myself and my team has been so strong and will go down in history as one of the reasons I'm sitting here today is Jim and his family. And I'm eternally grateful for that. I just think there were some key decisions made along the way that hit the right buttons at the right time. Daytona prototype racing, IndyCar racing when we did. We tried it once in 2012 and IndyCar didn't work. We tried it again in 2018. It did stick that time. And then finally, Jim Meyer coming on board in 2018 changed our lives kind of forever. And it's just those key moments in life and knowing to do that and knowing not when to do that. I'll tell you a story real quick that I've never told anybody, and I don't think he'll mind. There was a time that my wife and I thought about being done, and this wasn't that long ago. It's a Bobby Rahal story. About 2015, 2016, Bobby and I started talking about me taking over being the president of his organization. And my wife and I talked about this a long time, and we got pretty close. And finally, my wife said to me, what are we doing here? Are we going for this? Or are you going to just give up after 18 or at that time, 18 or 20 years? And we decided to keep going. And, the very next year we got the factory NSX deal from Honda and GTD. And then I met Jim Meyer the very next year, and the whole thing and then we got the GTP deal, and it just went crazy after that. It's just those just those decisions at a crucial part that we went left, and it was the actual proper right way to go. We've just been so fortunate getting those decisions made. And I'm rolling on here, so sorry about that.
No, rolling on is absolutely A-okay. And it's almost like you knew exactly what I wanted to ask you, because like you said, decisions are crucial. Sometimes you alluded to them not being comfortable at the time, but they end up being right when you know you're shooting for the same passion, the same goal down, on the long road. So where I wanted to go with that, and you've kind of already answered this, is what was the most pivotal point in your trajectory? Was it the 2012 Daytona win that we touched on? Was it becoming a factory team with Honda, whether that was 2016, 2017, or was it Elio's Indy 500 win in 2021? But now you just added another year to me, 2004, meeting Jim France. What was most pivotal in your growth?
I would say probably start with Jim France. And there's other people too that I don't want to I'm nervous about saying this because there's a lot of people. There's a dozen people, but critical was Jim France in 2004, was Jim Meyer in 2017, 2018. Those, from a company standpoint, really shot the company forward. We needed someone to understand, hey, what MSR is doing over there is kind of unique and really good, and we see it. We see them doing more with less. We see their conservative nature. We think they can help us in some way, and we always try to do that. But those are those, man, I'm not saying, I don't even know how or why ultimately we made some of those decisions, but they were absolutely critical to where we're at today. And now today, of course, we have myself, Jim Meyer, and Liberty Media, who own Formula One, own 30% of my company, right? So it's gone to this just next level. But the critical points were the Daytona prototype with Jim France in 2004, and then Jim Meyer in 2017, 2018.
SpeedFreaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Legacy isn't handed to you. It's earned.
40 years ago, people who chose the best came to General.
Mile by mile. For more than a century, General Tire has done one thing. Deliver. Wow! Because when it matters most, performance
approaching ludicrous speed
can't be a question.
Start! Door! Engine!
The road won't always be smooth. And conditions, well, they have a mind of their own. From the trail to the track, General Tire takes you further, wherever you want to go.
Sooner or later, you'll own General.
For more information, go to GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of the freaks for over 2 decades.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas Fuel Treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system. Pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas Fuel Treatment. It works.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
The smartest way to spend your money is not to. Straight Talk offers free 5G phones for new and existing customers on Verizon's 5G network. So the refund money I don't spend on that free phone is the refund money I get to keep for my family. Smart.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
Tickets are on sale now for the 5th Enjoy Illinois 300 at Worldwide Technology Raceway. September 11th through 13th brings a full weekend of action with the NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and St. Louis's biggest music festival, Confluence. The stars shine on and off the track, and your ticket gets you everything: cars, concerts, camping, food, and fun. Don't miss it. Get your tickets now and save big at WWTRaceway.com.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link, and you'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring. Hello. You want to blend in? Keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
Are you nearly maxed out on your credit cards? It doesn't matter if you're using your credit cards for fun or to survive. At the end of the month, your statements come in, and you can either pay them or you can't. If you can't, late fees and interest rates get tacked on. And now you're struggling just to make the minimum payment due. Do you feel trapped? Am I talking to you? Good, because I personally researched some companies that can help you. They may be able to reduce your credit card balances by 50% and stop the late fees. If you qualify, please call our special debt hotline number right now for a complimentary free 5-minute consultation. Deal with your credit card problem now before it gets much worse and put more money back in your pocket. Trust me, I've been there too. Call right now.
800-948-1659. 800-948-1659. 800-948-1659. That's 800-948-1659.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Thank you, Lucas Oil, for making this thing possible. Go to lucasoil.com. Great website to check out. Find a number of products for inside your engine, trying to cool down that hot rod through these hot summer months. Go to lucasoil.com. It's a part 2 of our conversation with Michael Shank, part of Meyer Shank Racing. Of course, 2-time Indy 500 winning team. Joseph, I almost called him Joseph Newgarden.
Hey now.
Joseph Felix. Oh my gosh. Felix, God, Rosenquist. Holy smokes. Grabbing the Indy 500 win for the team this year. And Crasher kicks it off with more with Shank on Fox Sports and YouTube.
Now hearing the Rahal story, I knew that there were some top teams after you. I remember hearing some talk about that, but that had to have been a difficult decision to pull back from, even though I love how your wife pushed you into, hey, why build this if you're just going to give up on it? But how difficult has it been, though, to bring on the Jim Meyers, to bring on the Liberties when this is your baby? This is the baby of you and Mary Beth. How hard has it been to bring on those partners?
That was a really tough decision. Early on, we had partners early on, and then we bought those guys out in the early 2000s. And then, so we went a period of 15 years. It was just her and I, and we had done the whole mortgage thing to raise money. But I felt like financially we were maxed. I mean, we're very ordinary, middle of the road people, but we needed millions. We needed to buy tractor trailers. We needed to buy race cars. We needed to do a lot of things just to operate as a racing team. And we were kind of out of our financial strength. So we had to understand, okay, if we're going to keep doing this and I'm not going to go to work for somebody, we're going to have to take some investment and sell off some equity. And by the way, we don't have a 401k. We don't have a pension plan. Like, what the hell are we going to do when we get in our 60s and stuff? And so, we sold a little bit to try to, and we took that money and put that away, not for fun stuff, but for us later on in life. And then we set about growing the business. And looking back on it now, it looks like a hero move. But at the time, do you want a partner? Do you really want to lose control? Do you, all those things come in mind. But man, when I just can't overemphasize, and I think Jim Meyer would be a great person for you guys to have on the show sometime. I mean, he is a character of all characters, and he's the guy that's writing Howard Stern's contract for the last 3 contracts, right? And he's retired now at Sirius, but what a character, and how lucky did we get with him and his family coming on? But and we didn't know him, and we took a gut shot on it, and it's just literally changed our lives. And now, having won the Indy 500 twice, it's in La La Land now. I mean, we were so drunk. We were so drunk for 2 days. I'm still hungover. I'm not kidding.
And it's been 2 weeks.
I'm free to admit
Well
it. I'm happy to admit it. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man. So, okay, with Jim Meyer, how did that come about? Because you were at Indy, I believe, with Jack Harvey, right? And
yeah.
So
yeah.
how did you meet, you and Jim Meyer? And then why was it such a good partnership? How did you know?
Well, he was CEO of Sirius at the time, and there's a group of people in Indianapolis that had a small consortium of money to help Jack go to the Indy 500, and he was in that group. So when I took over that program for Michael Andretti, Michael hired our group to run Jack that year. Jim was in that group, and during that time, I kind of figured out quickly that, this guy's a lot like me. He's a little older than me, but we kind of are similar in many, many ways. And he did a couple things like got to wave a green flag, and I got to know his family, and his family's heavily involved in the Indy 500 from a spectator standpoint. They celebrate it like you celebrate college football. They have season seats, they party, they gamble, they do all these really cool, very Midwest things again. And around the Indy 500, and so I figured out pretty quick that they were all in. And to be honest, he literally called me in June after that year and said, "Hey, listen, I don't know if you want to partner or not." And I'm like, "No, I really don't. I don't think. Well, maybe we should have lunch and let's just talk a little bit. I'm not sure I want to do it either," and blah, blah, blah. And I drove over to Indy and had lunch and sat with them for 3 hours at Big Woods in Speedway. And we put the deal together, and we did, and her and I decided to do it. And, man, looking back now, you'd have never guessed we'd won. Since Jim's been here now, he'll tell you it's all because of him, but it's bullshit. We've won 3 IMSA championships, 2 overall Rolex 24 wins, and 2 Indianapolis 500 wins. So I think he got the better end of the deal. Pretty sure.
Yeah. Speaking of timing, his timing was pretty on point.
Yeah.
Michael Shank joining us here in the Freak Nation, and what we do, I think you might already be able to tell 15 minutes into this damn thing, man. It's a lifestyle show that just so happens to be about motorsports.
Yeah.
And with what we've done for the 26 years, man, is just the things that you're saying mirror so many items that we've done. And so going back to 2000 with SpeedFreaks, we were and Meyer, this is before Meyer was even at Sirius. We were the very first motorsports show on Sirius. We were on affiliates across the country. Sirius came to us, man, we want you, we want your edge, we want your craziness, and we want to cover NASCAR. So going back to those days with Sirius and then Sirius XM, and then seeing Meyer jump on board, and then seeing you bringing on all these bands on the pods of your cars, it's just like, man, this makes so much freaking sense. And then you do the deep dive into you and into Meyer, and I think this is not typical motorsports. This isn't button-up white shirt Penske type motorsports. And getting into the Meyer relationship, how do you guys determine what's going to be on the side of your pod? What's going to be on the side of the car? You had Ozzy. I could go on. You had Morgan Wallen. How do you guys decide what's going to be on your car from race in, race out?
So that whole thing, that took we had Sirius XM for 6 years before we started doing that, obviously through Jim's connection there. But Jim's long been retired for 4 years now. But that was an idea from a guy named Richard Beatty, who's he's the head of subscriptions. I forget his actual title, but he's way up the ladder there. It was his idea. We did it first with Carrie Underwood a couple years ago at Iowa. She showed up. She promoted it. It was great. And then we kind of went from there. And what we found is, all these artists that have channels on Sirius, they're looking for ways to promote things, right? And they love having their own channel, as you can imagine. And we said, okay, well, let's pump that up as much as we possibly can. So John Bon Jovi to St. Pete's ago, John came. We allowed him to promote not only his channel but his son's.
Are you getting calls on your?
I think
phone?
I think I got a call there that put an end to it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what will happen when you get a call during the interview.
And by the way, that was Chip.
Oh! Get away, Chip.
Oh man.
Oh, he and I talk all the time. You know,
That's
we can talk about that. You know, we have this technical arrangement with him, and he and I really get along. I think I just respect the hell out of him, and we get along really well.
I mean, think about that. You're getting calls from Chip Ganassi, bro.
Well,
Bobby
listen.
Rahal wanted him.
I know.
Yeah. You know, Meyer always told me maybe you should have fucking taken that job from Bobby when he and I get mad at each other. But I told him maybe I will. So
you happy bastard.
That train left that station a long time ago. So
all right, so
hey, dude, you wouldn't be a 2-time Indy 500 champ if it weren't for me. So
well, you can listen to me. You can rest assured I remind him of that. So.
Yes. All right, so you're talking about Bon Jovi coming in a couple of years ago.
Well, we're talking about these how this has progressed, the music acts, which has been great for us. And John was one of them, you know, that really engaged in it. The more they engage, the more exposure we all get. The more they put it out on their socials, the more it's just been a really good thing for us and the artist and SiriusXM. And by the way, it's a great thing for Sirius to see just different engagement, more engagement. You know, like for instance, Morgan Wallen, I'll be honest with you, didn't totally. He got into the Indy 500 before it, but after we won, he was 1,000% in. You know, and we're going to do more with him later. But just trying to get, you know, everyone organized and getting rights to maybe sell their merchandise. There's just so many tentacles to it. We're just beginning to understand what these collaborations we're doing can do for everybody involved. You know, we're just getting going on it. A lot of excitement. We got a really cool one coming up for Road America in a week and a half or 2 weeks now, and we'll have more this summer.
Freak Nation, it's a 45-minute interview with him, and you can catch it at Official Speed Freaks on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks, and you can catch the entire Black Flag Confession with Michael Shank here in the Freak Nation. All right, coming up next, we've got several things we want to get to. Tanner Holmes got his first win, right, Cody?
His first touring win. He's got
his first for High Limit.
Correct.
Right? And it was significant for you folks who followed racing over the last 20 years. We'll explain. Also, I want to get to the drunk Jimmie Johnson. So good. So good. More Freaks next.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link, and you'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring. Hello. You want to blend in? Keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
Legacy isn't handed to you. It's earned.
40 years ago, people who chose the best came to General.
Mile by mile. For more than a century, General Tire has done one thing. Deliver. Wow! Because when it matters most, performance
approaching ludicrous speed
can't be a question.
Start! Start! Engine!
The road won't always be smooth. And conditions, well, they have a mind of their own. From the trail to the track, General Tire takes you further, wherever you want to go.
Sooner or later, you'll own General.
For more information, go to GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of the Freaks for over 2 decades.
Tickets are on sale now for the 5th Enjoy Illinois 300 at Worldwide Technology Raceway. September 11th through 13th brings a full weekend of action with the NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and St. Louis's biggest music festival, Confluence. The stars shine on and off the track, and your ticket gets you everything: cars, concerts, camping, food, and fun. Don't miss it. Get your tickets now and save big at WWTRaceway.com.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas Fuel Treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system, pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas Fuel Treatment. It works.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time to do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country. And your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. That's 800-883-3024.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, General Tire, GeneralTire.com. Great website to check out for you and your family. Your friends that roll in your hot rods, make sure you're rolling on a new set of General Tires these hot summer months. That's GeneralTire.com, GeneralTire.com to check out the tires for your ride at GeneralTire.com. Drunk Jimmie Johnson. We were with Jimmie Johnson early on when he was in the Busch Series Crasher.
Yes, we were. In a limo, an Anheuser-Busch limo, yep. Celebrating around Hollywood. And, yeah, we've seen this side of him. He's a fun drunk. Let's put it that way.
It's a fun drunk. And Richie, and who caught this video?
The internet.
The internet's caught it. Mm-hmm. Now, set this up, Richard. This has everything to do with Jimmie Johnson calling in to the 24-hour?
Yeah, Jimmie Johnson was there because of his relationship with Toyota, I believe. That's the reason he was there. He was hanging out with the factory Toyota team who ended up going on to win in the Hypercar Series, as we told you earlier on in the show. So that's why he was there. He was hanging out with them.
And real quick, just to give props to Jimmie Johnson's Toyota team, Legacy Motor Club, they got a third and a fifth. Did I see that correctly? Today
both
at
top
Pocono?
10s for sure,
yeah.
yes.
Incredible. Like we said, Toyota had a banger weekend.
Got it. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so Jimmie was there at the 24 Hours Le Mans, and I guess he went and hung out with the folks at Le Mans Radio. And the people,
Radio Le Mans, yep.
Radio Le Mans, sure, go with that. And so they had him on it was like, hey, we'll have something genius. We have 24 hours to fill. Let's talk to the 7-time Cup Series champion, Jimmie Johnson. And thank you, Radio Le Mans, for bringing this audio to us because it was beautiful. This isn't the whole thing. There's more. I cut it down to like 30 seconds.
Okay.
But it's still incredible.
Le Mans, Jimmie, first of all, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm so happy to be here, and what an incredible experience. I was here in 23 driving, but to be here as a fan and soak it all in, it's such a special, special weekend.
What do you remember about driving here through the night?
Mulsanne straight. Can't see much. In the distance, you can see the corner, for the chicane that's there. And the history that's behind everything that it deserves to be, and like being a kid, I felt like a kid in that moment.
Mulsanne straight. You can't see.
So good.
I'm here as a
7-timer
fan.
Jimmie Johnson calling in drunk to Radio Le Mans.
Absolute gold. That is radio gold because he's trying so hard. To me, this sounds like someone said, hey, you're wanted. Are you good to call in at such and such time? You'd be like, yeah. Put down the drink. Sure. And then he made it work. He did. And it's given us even another entertainment value from it.
You know who wasn't there? It had to be Ashley Sykes, his PR person that works with Legacy, saying, bro, you need to back off either the Budweiser or you don't need to call in. There have been a number of times where we've not had drivers call in because they're just too lit.
Yeah.
There might have been an interview or two that we have not aired because the drivers were lit over the last 26 years, right?
Yep.
One more time.
He's trying. I know
Play
he's
it one
trying.
more time. One more time.
LeMans, Jimmie, first of all, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm so happy to be here, and what an incredible experience. I was here in 23 driving, but to be here as a fan and soak it all in, it's such a special, special weekend.
What do you remember about driving here through the night?
Mulsanne straight, can't see much. In the distance, you can see the corner, for the chicane that's there. And the history that's behind everything that it deserves to be. And like being a kid, I felt like a kid in that moment.
Most entertaining part of that race, because I had it on in the background. I want to appreciate sports car racing, and I love the fact of the different classes, and I appreciate the endurance factor it takes, but it's just not a good watch. I'm sorry, sports car fans.
Well, it's tough, again, like you said about the USA team, World Cup team. If you didn't watch that documentary, you would not be that familiar with these players.
Yeah.
And you just don't know the players in the IMSA.
No, I'm not even. It's not even a hate. I'm not hating. Like
I'm not saying hating, bro.
I generally want to watch it and get into it. It's just that's not why I watch racing. So it's not for me. But that was the most entertaining part of it for me. I am bummed that Dorian Penn didn't hang on and win her class, which would have been awesome.
Explain, please.
Dorian Penn is the Formula One F1 Academy defending champion for 2025. She's in the Mercedes system. She tested a Mercedes F1 car earlier this year, and she was driving in the LMP2 class, and her team was leading the race for about the first 20 plus hours, and unfortunately the car, they had to pull it to the side and retire from the race with just 3 hours left. That's how close her team was away from winning the 24 hours of Le Mans. I believe I looked this up, I believe she would have been the first woman to win her class in Le Mans in 50 years.
Oh,
and she was that close to doing it, man.
3 hours from it.
Yeah.
So there you go, Freak Nation. I'm almost tempted to hear it one more time.
Oh, my
please.
gosh.
One more time. Drunk Jimmie Johnson.
LeMans, Jimmie, first of all, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm so happy to be here, and what an incredible experience. I was here in 23 driving, but to be here as a fan and soak it all in, it's such a special, special weekend.
What do you remember about driving here through the night?
Mulsanne straight, can't see much. In the distance, you can see the corner, for the chicane that's there. And the history that's behind everything that it deserves to be. And like being a kid, I felt like a kid in that moment.
In the distance.
Mulsanne straight on the distance. God. He's so lit, it's almost as if he's doing it on purpose.
No.
Man, so good.
Hey, he's going to be back in a race car on Sunday.
That's right. Yeah.
He's gonna drive for the 84 in the at San Diego.
Yep.
Back in the groove at
Got it.
Freaking go.
Yeah.
So
maybe he'll get asked about that interview.
I hope they do. I'll make sure Cole, who's going to be there representing us, that he asks Jimmie for the Freak Nation, bro, what was your drink of choice before that Radio Le Mans interview?
Yes.
Right.
Thank you. That's perfect.
Hey, Cody Big Ass Johnson, Tanner Holmes did something this weekend. What did he do, my friend?
He got his first touring race win in the High Limit Series. 13 years and the next day would have been 13 years to the day of Jason Leffler's accident.
Oh, wow. That's 13
and why
years already.
why is Jason Leffler?
Oh, they drove the same car. The 13 for Tom Buick.
Ah, there we go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep, and Leffler is from the West Coast.
I don't have a fact check.
Is he a Cali guy?
Yeah. Yes. And gosh, Tanner is also West Coast. Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go.
In the High Limit Series, it's where he got his win. Yes. So there you go. and running with the same team. Congratulations to him. It'll show some of that video there, Skipjack. God. Oh, yeah, wait a minute. There we go. There you go. Even more.
God, that's cool.
Look at that. Not an athlete there, man. Tanner Holmes, man. Almost 13 years.
Standing up on top of that big-ass wing. Let's go.
The guy could wheel a race car, but I couldn't believe this was his first national touring win. And again, with High Limit Racing.
He actually texted me, tomorrow is 13 years since Leffler's accident, and so it's really cool that we parked it tonight for them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Leffler.
Bring it down. Yeah, we've had Leffler here in the Freak Nation. We had him on several times.
Many times, yep.
More, Cody. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize. You confirmed with me, Indy 500 driver in 2000? Look at that.
Left turn, Leffler.
Bang. Props to Leffler.
Or Tanner.
Yeah, Tanner. I believe it was Pennsylvania, of all places, where Leffler passed away.
I also could not confirm that.
I think it is.
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. So there you go, Freak Nation. Congratulations to Tanner. 13 years ago. Holy smokes.
I know. That's what's kind of hitting me right now.
Yeah.
Like,
It does not feel like 13
It
years.
doesn't. Mm-mm.
Not at all. All right, man. We'll do it again on Sunday night. Next Sunday, 7 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock. No, 7 o'clock Pacific.
We did shout
10 o'clock
out
Eastern.
Lewis Hamilton earlier in the show. Blake, you just weren't paying attention.
Yeah, we shouted him out. Yes.
Yeah, we did a whole segment about it.
We did the whole unction.
Yeah.
The unction of the uncle-aged drivers that won this weekend. A lot.
And the Gunkles. See ya.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Keeping your pride and joy perfect is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Start with Slick Mist Speed Wax. Simply mist on and wipe off for professional detail or shine. For your tires and trim, there's Lucas Slick Mist Tire and Trim Shine. Spray on and wipe off for better than new look. Then finish her with Lucas Slick Mist Interior Detailer. Just spray and wipe. Easy. Use Lucas Slick Mist Car Care products and she'll never look better. Fast, easy, and professional. Really, it's sort of like having an extra set of hands. Or 3.
Legacy isn't handed to you. It's earned.
40 years ago, people who chose the best came to General.
Mile by mile. For more than a century, General Tire has done one thing. Deliver. Wow! Because when it matters most, performance
Approaching ludicrous speed.
can't be a question.
Start! Door! Engine!
The road won't always be smooth. And conditions, well, they have a mind of their own. From the trail to the track, General Tire takes you further, wherever you want to go.
For more information, go to GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of the Freaks for over 2 decades.
Tickets are on sale now for the 5th Enjoy Illinois 300 at Worldwide Technology Raceway. September 11th through 13th brings a full weekend of action with the NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and St. Louis's biggest music festival, Confluence. The stars shine on and off the track, and your ticket gets you everything: cars, concerts, camping, food, and fun. Don't miss it. Get your tickets now and save big at WWTRaceway.com.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link, and you'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring. Hello. You want to blend in? Keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
Freak Nation, get this. General Tire has launched a comprehensive Shield Plus Advantage plan for passenger and light truck tires. What that means for you is when you purchase General Tires, the Shield Plus Advantage plan lets you enjoy a complete package of multiple warranties and coverage to get the most from your tires. The plan applies to all General Tire passenger and light truck tires purchased as replacements in the U.S. and Canada with DOT serial numbers. For more information, hit them up on GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of Speed Freaks for 2 decades.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas fuel treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system. Pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas Fuel Treatment. It works.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.